This is Wheel to Wheel, and today we're going to be reviewing the Trek Marlin 5. So, this frame is an aluminum frame. It's got some holes for a dropper post, so it's pretty high class. The suspension is spring suspension with preload adjusters, so you can change it on the fly. And the wheels they come stock with XR2s, but I've had this bike for a little under a year, so I've modified it a bit. And you'll see that around the bike. So the front has an XR3, and I definitely recommend, once you flatten out like your back tire or something, put an XR3 in the front. And the rims are Bontrager connection. So the wheels mostly Bontrager. And the disc brakes are Shimano, and it has a quick release but no through axle, so a little sad about that. And the brakes are mineral oil and hydraulic. So let's head over to the cockpit, and you can see it's a 3x, and I've had some bad crashes, so the shifter's a little broken, but it's fine. It still works. It's very reliable. And if you head down here, it's a 3x7, so there's 7 in the back. And one complaint I have about this bike is you could see all the scratches, and that's because the chain is really loose. Like, whenever you do a bunny hop, it just it makes a very loud noise. And I've changed the pedals to Shimano clipless, and I definitely recommend going clipless. Would recommend. There's 2 spots for cup holders on the bike. And the rims are also aluminum, so they bend a little, but that's gonna happen. The seat is a Bontrager, Arvada, or whatever. It's pretty comfortable, but yep. Taking some falls. I've fallen a lot on this bike, so the wheels are a little wonky, but the wheels are 29-inch, so that's pretty good. And the front derailleur shifts really reliably, actually, if you get it working right. And let's take it up on a trail. Alright, I'm at the trail, and we gotta climb this short fire road. Before we do that, I don't know if I mentioned this, but if you see on the suspension, there's preload. And I'll mention the suspension stuff later, but just know that preload adjusts how hard and soft the suspension is. So whenever I mention that, just know that. And right now we're climbing this fire road. It's pretty short, but this thing climbs pretty well. I have nothing to compare it to though, so like, I don't know if it's like really bad or really good, but it feels good. It's definitely got a lot of grip. So yeah. And now time to talk about the suspension. My main gripe about this bike. So my preload is all the way, like, it's spring suspension, so you can do that. And it's all the way loosened. And it's still at like 5% sag. You want 20% sag usually on a bike. And I can't loosen it anymore. So that's not good. But so if you want better suspension, I'd say go look at the review for the Trek Marlin 7. And that bike has way better suspension. Or you could go to the Diamondback website, which I recommend. Just look at some of the bikes there. I'll link Diamondback in the description because they got some pretty fire bikes. I haven't ridden any of them, but like I'm getting another bike, and I'm either going with a Santa Cruz Tallboy, which is a full suspension. And these bikes, if you're a beginner, don't get them. These are like intermediate and expert bikes, so don't get them. Just get hardtails, the ones with no back suspension. But yeah, I'm either getting the Santa Cruz Tall Boy or the Diamondback Release 1 for my next bike. So yeah, if I get the Release 1, I'll definitely give my views on Diamondback, but I've heard great things about them, so I'll link them in the description. And yeah, saying corners, it's very playful, like be playful because of the trash suspension, like it doesn't move when you do a bunny hop or anything. So yeah, pretty easy to wheelie. Let me see if I'm kind of rusty. But this the middle derailleur, like the back one shifts okay, but like it's nothing to brag about. The middle derailleur I've had to change because I hit a rock, but it's pretty good. So yeah, this is that's wheel to wheel, and go check the Diamondback website out. They're like, get a $500 or $750 bike, maybe just test ride it, see if you like it. And one more thing, if you're going to doing big jumps, I've seen a video of someone just hitting a massive jump and like they landed sideways and their derailleur just went boom into the spokes. So yeah, that's wheel to wheel, and check out the description, look at Diamondback, and yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.